If you've ever felt that the retirement advice or the early retirement advice did not fit you, it doesn't. It doesn't. It was not made for us women. I was told that saving for retirement was just a matter of strategy. Saving harder, working smarter, making sure you put a certain percentage away each and every paycheck, and ultimately it all stacks up and surprise, you're ready. But guess what? That information, that advice was written for men, not for us women. It was based on equal footing, equal pay for the same job, uninterrupted work careers. And that's not our reality. How many of us took time off to give birth and to raise a child? How many of us have the exact same position at some point in our life and made a significant amount less than the men? Now, I'm not here to man bash. It's just the reality of our society. And although we've been fighting it for a very long time, the rules for retirement do not apply universally to men and to women. In this conversation, we're going to unpack 4 of the biggest myths, the biggest misguidance that women are given, and discuss ways that you can make the adjustments for your own plan within these parameters. Hi, I'm Jenny. I am a Southern lady who tells it like it is, sometimes with kid gloves. Most of the times you're not going to feel like I have them on. I got a little to say about a lot of stuff. I am here to embolden women to live boldly, bombastically, unapologetically as we move from this season of life into our next chapter. For those of you who are now empty nesters, perhaps considering retirement, even wonderfully early retirement, maybe a hybrid retirement. We're going to talk a lot about that. Myth number 1, the lie of equal footing. We were told that the path to retirement is the same for everybody. What we've discovered, and not too late, I will remind you, is that it's not. It is not equal footing. It is not the same rules for all. Truth, the gender pay gap, the investment pay gap, and occupational segregation means that women generally have less opportunities, less money to work with, and we've got fewer benefits to rely on. That can include bonuses, etc. Add into this that in the workplace, the playing field isn't level, isn't equal. That immediately sets us up with a more challenging approach to making the life that we want in the retirement that we want for ourselves. We want to retire like we mean it. Well, we're going to have to reinvent some of these rules and get on with it. The myth of uninterrupted careers. Okay, my friends, childless, but I know many of you are not, whether you're empty nesters now. At some point, you probably have given birth, taken time off to go through that process and bond with your child for those first, what is it, a precious 6 weeks, 12 weeks that we get? At the end of the day, throughout your entire career, you have had to step away for childcare. Add to that as we age and our parents age, we find ourselves having to take time to be their caregivers, to get them to their appointment. And all of a sudden, careers are not the main focus because we've got more important things to give our time to. And let's toss it out there. We women, we've got longer life expectancies. So we are making less, we get less benefits, we're having to take more time away from our jobs, but we're going to outlive the average man quite a bit, so we need more money to get us there. And a bonus thing, ladies, for those of you who are married and or have a legal partner, you are the female and you outlive your partner, they will probably begin to burn through a lot of the retirement funds with whatever end of life needs they have. Number 3, the myth, dare we say the lie, of relying on a partner. After I divorced in my 30s, my grandmother and my great aunts and my mother were all chasing me to get married, to find a man who was going to take care of me, possibly even have children who would eventually take care of me. Reality is, a lot of us chose not to marry. For a lot of us, marriage wasn't an option to the people who we had given our heart to. We women over 50 find ourselves solo by choice, divorced, widowed, in a situation where we can't marry the partner. So relying on them for their investment, their retirement, is not necessarily a comfortable place for us. Because at the end of the day, things change. for those of us who don't even have that as an option to rely on. You need to be able to use your own processes, strategies to put enough money away so that you have the security and the sense of peace that you need. Number 4, that retirement is simply a math problem. Well, there's a lot of math that goes into it, but retirement, especially early retirement, is a bit more challenging. Retirement is not just about the money. It is not just a math problem. Retirement and being able to enjoy your retirement is as much dollars as it is cents. It's about protecting your health. So how do we overcome these 4 laws, these 4 myths? First things is you want to start early. And if you're just now starting, it's not too late, but you want to start automating a lot of your intentional money movements. I am not a financial advisor. I do encourage you to work with a financial advisor who can help teach you and get a process and a strategy in place for you regardless of what age you're starting. Get a financial education. YouTube is a great place for this, but talk to somebody who you respect and trust. If you're earlier on in this journey, say you're in your 30s or your 40s, thank you for tuning in, but you have time on your side. Not that you should take it easy and postpone getting started, but compound interest in being able to intentionally put money in places is going to suit you and serve you really well. But even so, youngins, you're going to have to plan for breaks because there's going to be things that happen, whether it's medical, child, keeping yourself active so that as you continue to age, you're in the best position and condition you possibly can be to get out there and live the life you have worked so hard for. Also, a lot of mindset that goes into retirement. Things are disrupted, even though it's a great thing to achieve, early retirement or not. Your life pattern changes, your schedule changes. For a lot of us, your sense of purpose. If you have been an empty nester for a while and you have thrown yourself into your job and you retire, that job is no longer there. It's challenging. So math is part of it, but it's not the primary. Caring for family, etc., your income may be paused, or your ability to save your extra discretionary money could be interrupted. So plan for break. For those of us that feel we are underpaid for the job that we do compared to our male counterparts, become your best advocate in your annual reviews, in your salary raise reviews. Whatever your company does, be your own best champion. Dictate your worth. Start looking at the market. If you are early enough or if you're not retiring early, great possibility to find another company who values what you bring a bit more financially than your current location. Employers get complacent. They don't always know what they have until it's gone. However, now with awareness, you can make your decision and use what you've learned here and what you'll continue to learn to work toward where you want to be. Early retirement, I want to do it before 65. Government tells me it's 67. Financial advisors outside of the one I have might tell me to wait till 70 to collect Social Security. Ladies, go get your education. Set yourself up. I have a mini course coming out with how to budget and prepare for retirement as far as finding the monies that you personally can apply to this. Additionally, in the description, I have a free Master Your Money workbook, Master Your Money Plan workbook and budgeting guide to get you started. I also have a couple of journals that I'll list below and probably flash up here as well of how you can start getting your mindset ready for whether it's early retirement or retirement period. Again, I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Share this with people in your life that you feel can benefit from this information. Like, subscribe, and comment. This tells YouTube that you've enjoyed this content and to share it with others because every lady needs to hear this information. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Stop recording. This channel is for you. I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays is mindset, how we can get our head in the game, use the powers of our own intention and persuasion to achieve our goals, not just financially, but our lives. And then on Saturdays, I focus more on retirement planning, how we're going to find the money, what we're going to do with the money, etc. So share this channel with anyone you think can use this information. I am a woman over 50 facing down the barrel of 60, but I'm not done yet. And neither are you. Point you gave birth or you adopted, you inherited children. That's